My name is Rachel Vecht. I'm the founder of Educating Matters, and I'd like to share with you some ideas for how to really bring books to life. You've probably experienced your child wanting the same book over and over again, which can be a bit tedious. But how can you really bring the story alive so that they really enjoy reading? Because that's your ultimate goal, to raise a child that loves reading books. And I'm going to use a few examples of stories from PJ Library just to give you some ideas. Firstly, this book here, and this is probably more for younger children, is about a magician. So if you have your child with a magic wand wearing a hat as you read the story and go through it, or any book you can think of that can have some kind of prop, whether it's a stuffed toy or something that goes with it, to get your children more involved and to really bring the book to life. Another example is this book, and saying to your children, does this book sound like any other story that you're familiar with? It's obviously the story of the Three Little Pigs, and comparing this version to the one that they know very well. If you have a slightly older child, a really good technique is to get your children to really begin to relate the characters and look how the story is similar to experiences they may have had. This particular book is about a girl leaving Eastern Europe and travelling across to America. So here you could use a technique called hot seating, where you stop in the middle of a story and you ask your child to pretend to be a character. So here you could stop and your child could be the girl on the boat, and you say to them, you know, how are you feeling? Where do you think you're going to get to? What's America going to be like? So that your child really begins to relate to the characters. Other ideas are getting your children to do their own illustrations of a book that you've read, or to recreate their own version, to act out parts of the story, or even to record. If they can read the story and send a recording to a friend or a relative abroad, or you can read it and they can add the sound effects. So these are just ideas to really get your children to enjoy the book and bring it to life and inject some interest.